charm? Probably not. I'm back. Jacob's here. Yeah, we'll try again, Alex. Fuck it. I was only halfway through my second beer. Like, fuck, we can't give up that easy. Christ. That wasn't even that bad of a rain. Usually that doesn't fuck with the Starlink that much, but yes, it depends on where it's at. You guys' comments are still going, but I don't think you guys could fucking see anything that I was doing, so I just fucking repopped it because it said it reconnected, but I have no idea. No fucking clue. I quit. Fuck it. Probably should have quit. Alright. And now it's dead calm out. It's just the last of the rumbling thunderstorms and a little bit of lightning on the horizon out there. And now the leaves on the trees aren't even shaking or nothing. Probably a good thing we didn't have stuff in Katie's garden. The hail would have just fucking wrecked that. Didn't even have one beer. How could you quit? I thought about it. I'd like to sleep, but chances are I couldn't anyway, so fuck it. I don't know what my problem's been lately. I don't like sleeping anyway, but goddamn. Jeff, how we doing? How's the grandbaby? Oh yeah, almost the entire ground out here was covered in fucking hail at one point, so it would have got it. Count your blessings. I don't know where the cutoff is, but 25 pounds at 9 months, little tank. Damn. Wife's off to see the grandnephew a few days. Life's all mine. There you go. Take it for what it is. I don't get too fucking worried about much. There ain't a lot that gets me fucking worked up. Too lazy for that shit. All the shit works out. Fuck, there's half the fields around here ain't even been planted yet, so I don't feel too bad about not planting mine yet. I just want to get the fucking groundwork so I can actually do something with it. Keep the fucking grass from and the sod from coming back into it. Put duals on the fucking Kubota. I have a set of tires and wheels. So all I'd have to do is make rings for it. I ain't gonna pull anything big, but I could float. Grandkid, wife, and I did not think it was ever going to happen. First grandkid. Damn near made it into a ravine. Damn it! And there's, fucking day did I go to Brainerd? I don't remember what day I had to go over to Brainerd. Get around the fucking north end of Mille Lacs Lake, and if anybody that's in here's been around the north end of Mille Lacs Lake. There are some fucking drop-offs toward the lake with no railing on them that you just go, see ya! Somebody fucking launched one out into the trees, down the fucking ledge toward the lake. And of course, the road's so fucking narrow, by the time they get a tow truck over there and get it positioned to try to pull it back up, they gotta shut the road down. That was a shit show. Burning the overflowing and overpacked paper trash can. Hot enough. Burning my belly 4 feet away. Keep the mosquitoes off. Tate's in. Tate, what's happening, buddy? How the fuck are you? Ain't seen you in a minute. Putting together a new pew pew. What'd you get this time? Parents are passed, and I'm only 1-3. Didn't get blessed with any children. Ah. $300 blackout. Nice. I'm starting to think you have an addiction, sir. I should say, what the fuck do you need that for? Turnabout's fair play. Touche, motherfucker. Bryce wants to know if the shop is up. Yeah, it's because I don't upload any regular content anymore, Squatch. So that's why I'm just trying to drive the analytics by doing 3 fucking live streams in one night. Just say fuck it. Now I'm gonna quit doing shit for until next week. How will it? Maybe. If it wasn't for auctions and marketplace and customer work and stupid shit and then animals and all the other things that are occupying my time, YouTube would be great. Been busy in the HOA executive board fucking with us still so they can pound sand. Wait, what? Who did? Hey, let's see what happens on a live stream. Now you got more work getting fucking towed in. Damn it. That's why I stay off marketplace auctions and don't have animals. That said, I did start dealing with a guy in California today that has NOS RD6 parts for sale. So are we gonna road trip? I'll take a road trip. I'm going to Vegas next year, so if you drag it out long enough, you can drop me off in Vegas for a couple of days and go get your parts, then come back and pick me up. Airfare's included. Fuck it, never mind. Go by yourself. Might not be close to counting with all the rain we're supposed to get in the next week. I mean, holy fuck. Wasn't bad down there where you are right now, but it's soft. I mean, the ground was wet enough that my truck made ruts when the fucking winch would pull it back. Props to the Hobo Freight winch, though, for pulling truck and trailer backwards. Even when I tried to put the fucking brakes on. Does that mean that the rock crusher is 3 years further out? So hoping to see the RD6 pull your cult mulcher around, but you moved it too quick, Rick. Hey, I can move it back. It wasn't no thing but chicken wing. We run that bitch down the highway at fucking 16 feet wide with the flashers on, and then people are like, oh! Some old crawlers out by the road looks complete, but haven't stopped to look because don't want to be disappointed, did not be able to get it. Yeah, it's always better after, you get that frost out of the ground. It's not expanded, but when they start moving around down there, shit'll get fucking soupy in a hurry. Bryce says that's bait. Bait and switch, right? Bait and switch. I gotta get shit coordinated so I can go get that fucking grader. Whether I gotta get hauled or get it fucking roaded back, but one way or another, I gotta make it happen. I'll just go drop it at Tate's place and he can service it for me. I'm starting to think that all the money I pay him for the DeWalt tools I buy directly turns into a fucking another gun for him to build. I can't wait for him to turn 21 too, so that way he can buy me beer. Shit. 18 watching, only 9 thumbs up, Lee says. Yeah, fucking, it's the third time. We should be able to fucking at least be fishing. Shit. Post putting port since October and over 4,000 in poles, purling stacked under the tart, but that's about as far as ahead of you. There you go. Buy him a 224 Valkyrie next. I'm not in charge of that. It'll grow roots. Yeah, fuck it. I still have a disc up there. I can come get my disc too if you want me to. I mean, it seems like you're using it, but you weren't bitching about the disc. You're just bitching about the Cultimulture. I even offered to bring you a fucking cylinder, and they're like, oh, I don't have hydraulics. I can weld up some pins for the fucking porta power. I just bitched about the hitch on the disc. Majestic Lake Casino at Pat Golfer Salvage had the bid. I was there every week to examine treasures. If I could get past the bullet holes, it wasn't that bad. Kyle says that you're going to use all the money that I pay you to get a 224 Valkyrie next. Which is fine, because when we have shooting day, Tate can just show up and bring all the guns. Kyle loves his 224. I've never put hands on one. I don't buy a lot of guns anymore now that I don't go anywhere and I don't have any coworkers that are desperate for fucking money. When I had coworkers that were desperate for money, fucking power tools and guns were fucking, they were always on the table. Especially when you got a fucking 6-month-old Benelli fucking 12 gauge that you paid way too much money for. I didn't give you fuck all for it. And then I made you buy it back for a fucking premium. I think more than new, but wanted to have that original gun back. I mean, sentimental value, motherfucker. Bunch of houses and cars got sprayed with bullets last night. Only one dead. Suspect at large. Just your boss is desperate for money now. I'm not desperate for money, but it's nice to have. If I want to keep buying shit, I gotta keep making money. That's the limiting factor. I haven't had time to shoot since I retired from the Ford prison. It's a vicious cycle, like you said. Got all that freedom, but you gotta work that much harder to keep it. There's no paid days. There's no paid days off. There's no fucking sick time. There's none of that shit. Until your ass is in the seat and under that fucking gun, and it fucking matters, then perspective is everything, but you just don't get to be like, I'm gonna take a week off. Fuck it. I do that, but I don't do that. Fuck, I even work when I go to Florida now. That was. I can shoot pistols now, no problem, but anything bigger than 5.56 recoil might make my eyeball fall apart again. Wow. So no BMGs is what you're saying? If you trust my right, I'd do any decent aiming. Well, Mike Leone's in. What's up, Rick? How's it going? Keep on chugging, always. .338. I've only shot .338 a couple times. Tired of rain every day? Yeah. It's just 2 out of 3. I got a new battery for the yard to order. We go set up some long range shooting in the swamp out there. We could shoot for a long fucking ways. We gotta do it with steel though, because otherwise, or if somebody's got a hell of a spotting scope, because you're gonna drive out there and check targets every fucking time. Be an hour out there and an hour back. Hour and a half out and back. It was dry last weekend. Oh, Jordan, I've had all of the storms pop up this year. All of them. Fucking Toby's dozer with fucking swamp pads on it on high ground out here, and it's fucking wet. AR-50 pushes like a 12 gauge, big muzzle brake. It takes a lot of recoil out, but stand 45 degrees off the barrel. That fucking Vepr with the muzzle brake on it. Now I kind of want to play with the Vepr though. The Vepr's fun, especially with the 25 round drum mag on it. You can just fucking just let that bitch eat. And it's chambered in 3-inch. So if you want to get rowdy, or if you got a newbie, about every fucking 5th round you put a fucking 3-inch high brass in that bitch, and so when they just get comfortable on the first few shots, and then they let one rip, and it just fucking sets them back. That's fun too. Lee says, nah, fuck that. The red dot on the Vepr, you just fucking bing, 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 bing. It doesn't really have that much recoil for a 12 gauge. Of course, with the drum mag on it, that bitch is heavy. You don't have to start leaning into it until you're getting fucking about 2/3 of the way out of ammo. And they're really, really easy to make fucking full auto if you wanted to. Just saying. I'm not saying a guy has, I'm just saying he could. Remember the look on everybody's face when you arrived to work and set it up on the break room table and it took up the whole table? Well, that's because we went out and got it at break. We went and picked it up from the pawn shop, aka the gun dealer. Well, you and I, or do you go get it at lunch? Either way. Ran out there and got it because I had ordered it from him. Yeah, I was like, that's mine. That thing is fucking sweet. Oh, that was after I put the red dot and the muzzle brake on it. Yeah, because the fucking muzzle brake's like that long on the bitch. It does need a muzzle brake. 1,000% it needs a muzzle brake. Without the fucking heavy muzzle brake on it, that thing's a real motherfucker to shoot. I think it's like 8-inch. She big. So I remember raking up the shotgun shells like they were piles of leaves. I know, just fell in the wheelbarrow with a scoop shovel. Fuck, that was in. You could go to Fleet Farm or Walmart or wherever and buy a box of shells for fucking $8 or $10 when the 2 3/4 inch shells were on clearance. Oh, we go fucking. We go up to the cabin to have a shooting day. There is logistics going into packing ammo out there, and how much we could bring, and who was going with, and are we cutting trees down today or no? There is something to be said about cutting an 8 to 10 inch popple off with handguns. It's just fun. That reminds me, we never did bust out those armor piercing incendiary rounds. I gotta dig those out one day for the Vepr. Motherfucker, that would be fun. 16 to 2020 price slump. I took full advantage. I know. I still have those big fucking mortar cans that I got from you, full of that shit. Here, the cabin, all over the fucking place. You can fit 9,000 plus rounds in one of those mortar cans of 9mm. Stacks in there just nice. Probably 12 if you put them in loose. I still got bucket o' bullets for 22. Still got a couple of those laying around. Pound of powder is 60 to 70 bucks now. Fuck me. Started buying because I wanted to be grandfather again. Oh, see, you bought into the bullshit. I just waited until prices hit all-time bottom. Between Toby and I, about fucking killed the fucking UPS guy. Because he was either going to my place, his place, or both, and had 300 pounds at any given fucking point for both of us. The ground is hard and dry. You can bounce those tracers off my backfield and watch them do all kinds of cool things. Yeah. Haven't been able to do that for a while. Chances are when it's hard and dry, so is everything else that's behind it. That's going to start on fire. Fuck, it's wet enough now. You can go skip them off of the drainage ditch out there. Dredge ditch. Excavator ditch. Whatever you want to call it. And the fork got just split it up a bit. Yep. There's a pile of fucking lowers around. Just saying. Uppers, lowers. fucking grasshopper. I need another beer anyway. Got you guys. Those black wheels with some chrome lug nuts and a center cap on them will look pretty neat. Neat. All right. German chocolate cake imperial stout. It's from 22, but I mean, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Beer ages, right? Oh. 12% though. Trouble is, I don't have any lowers. That's right. Squatch has untraceables. Expiration date is only a suggestion. I think that's the package date. But either way, still tastes good. I think beer is usually the canning date, not the expiration. Weidman's Fine Beer. It does taste good. I will say that. I like me some craft beers. One that hasn't sat out in a field for 3 years? You got no shit. Fucking Luke. When it's got unidentified sediment in it, it's not a good idea. Some of your stouts and shit will have some settling in the bottom, but not that shit. Speaking of Luke, where is Luke? It's like fucking noon his time. He should be at lunch or something. I discovered a 3-year-old case of linings in the basement. Waste not, want not. Well, fortunately for you, Liney's was never a good beer to begin with, so how the fuck would you know the difference? To each their own, but I can't drink that shit. Anything Leinenkugels, anything fucking Sam Adams, I just... all this shit is just like, it's fucking trashy hipster beer to me, but whatever. Just my opinion. Soaking the beer is not as bad as the 3-year beer. It was not. Didn't make enough pressure to cycle that bolt through. Fucking fusion rounds. Remember those bastards? The Michelob can stay in the field, that's right. Holy shit. So, we're out of my old place. I used to have 80 acres just down the road. There was no junk pile out there, miscellaneous stuff. Holy shit! Luke's here. Whole fucking washer and dryer and microwave and shit that I'd thrown out in the scrap pile. We're going out there fucking around with Tannerite one day. And were you using your 308? I think. So we had some miscellaneous stuff, and then we were using Toby's 308 to pop fucking Tannerite with. I don't know why I didn't have a rifle out there. I have no idea, but whatever. Because Toby's like, I got some of these fusion rounds will burn up. I think that's what it was. And, but he had a regular box, and then the fusion rounds. And he's like, here, pop one. And he had just reloaded the bitch in fucking fusion rounds. And I'm shooting. He's like, dude, what's your problem? I was like, your gun, you do it. Well, fucking fusion rounds were like 4 to 6 inches lower at 50 yards. So, anyway, we get that shit dialed in. And we decide to stick a half pound of fucking Tannerite in a microwave. And in hindsight, we were way too close to the fucking microwave. Because we didn't adjust the scope for the fucking distance. We just got closer to the shit. So, we're probably 30 yards from the fucking microwave. And we popped that bitch. And we're standing there as we watch the fucking piece go flying up over the fucking treetops and never pay attention until it was right between us that the fucking door just went whoop! Fucking right between us. And we were out there shooting that fucking dryer because we set it inside the dryer, popped the fucking Tannerite, and the fucking dryer would jump and the door would close because of the vacuum would fucking suck the door back shut. Holy shit. And for fucking 2 years after, I was finding pieces of that fucking microwave all over the fucking woods out there. They come to work. Toby'd come. We were still carpooling. Toby'd pull into work. I'd be like, found that about 300 yards away from where we shot it. Toby wants to know how bad tomorrow is, Luke. Hopefully it's not that bad. I gotta finish this fucking thing up. Get it the fuck out of here. I'd recommend against it. Seems like we don't have a choice, but rainy and shitty. It's supposed to clear up tomorrow. God damn it, you sound like a fucking forecast around here. Fuck. Thought I wasn't supposed to start doing that until Saturday again. Saturday night or Sunday. Then all next week is a chance for fucking rain and thunderstorms. Me. Yeah, looking back on it, Toby, it's amazing that for that fucking stretch that we didn't end up fucking seriously fucking disabled or dismembered. Shit. One or both of us. Shit. God damn. Stupid shit? Yup. Oh, I know there's pieces of that microwave out there. But I sold that property, so it's not my problem. Hear anything from Bob lately? Last I heard, he called me 2 weeks ago saying he had a cold and haven't seen him since. His grader's on my field has a fucking bird's nest built in it now. He was here Friday? Thursday or Friday. He was grading down Pine City. He called me Monday. Was it Monday or yesterday? Yeah, it had been Monday. Yeah. Good to know he's still around, yep. He's been working down there in St. Croix? Yeah. Isn't that what it is out there? Dude, he's parked in fucking Maroon, though. Yeah, so he'd be on the north end of St. Croix. Well, fuck, he'd be right in the middle of it, wouldn't he? I don't know. I'm not that familiar with St. Croix. The only part of the St. Croix that I've been in to do anything was beaver trapping, and that was on the north end. And even on the state land, you deal with a lot of people that think it's theirs. Senior has some bitching stories about firefighting east of Bruin. There's some real fucking redneck feuds going on out there. Well, I believe that. I've been east of Bruin enough to know what the fucking... A couple of guys even tried burning each other out of their places for about 2-3 years. Shit. That's getting fucking extreme. Just... Damn. Yeah, if you go out east, you want to take the back roads around when you're hauling equipment and trying not to get caught. Because you're hauling some really sketchy shit. Then you're trying to circumvent 61. There's some ghetto ass places out there. Probably we got a different Matthew in. Matthew, what's happening, man? Few spots that you didn't show up to put the water on a fire if you didn't have law enforcement right next to you. Nice. Yeah, it's I've hauled some things out there. Rex, there's a lot of you get off of 23/61 where roads dead end that head to Wisconsin because they ran into the river. Shit gets wild. because, well, even fucking up in the Nemadji. That's a fucking shit show to begin with, but COVID tamed it down a little bit. Fuck. That sounds a lot like Kyle when he's bitching in a text message. Never been east of Bruno, never been east of 23 or 61. Yeah, don't. Fuck. The farther you go toward the Wisconsin border, the louder the banjos get. I'm packing my things. 4 megawatt? Damn. Not like deliveries, their houses aren't that nice. Fact. Most of them are campers. Well, it's fucking weird where dead end roads get to a river. Shit gets weird. The closer you get to a river, or the closer you get to the end of a dead end road, never mind. I just painted myself into that corner. I don't know. Fuck it. Once the sign says dead end or no through traffic, minimum maintenance road. Some of you remember the hippies that lived down the Gandhi Dancer? Like 8 fucking miles from an actual road. And they had a Ford Focus. You're not dead at a road with a swamp behind you. I know. I just said I self-recognize that I painted myself into the corner, for fuck's sake. The swamp is better than the river. There's nowhere for the bodies to go. Never mind. And we got censored by YouTube. Fuck it. They just shut us off. YouTube did what? I know. I actually like wintertime better because the snowmobile trail groomer gave them a nice hard driveway to go down. The rest of the year they were mud bogging with it. The bottom of that car was fucking polished. It was polished fucking steel from dragging bottom all the time. And I don't remember if one of them got laid up or one of them got hurt or whatever it was. It was a husband and wife thing, or hippies living together. I don't know if they were fucking married or not, whatever. I'm not here to judge. I'd advise against it. They quit driving that thing for like 6 months or whatever the fuck it was, and rust just fucking devoured the car. Just fucking gone. When it went from fucking bare polished, unfucking treated steel, it was like, bam! I think it was Levings, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it was a winter or something. They quit driving that fucker. Holy Christ. It went from looking like the fucking, from that, or that kind of polish on the bottom of that fucking car, to, gotta run to a meeting, get the fuck out of here. Most cars out of their kid drive to Las Vegas and they fucking made it. Well, as long as they made it there and not back. Luke, get the fuck out of here. As long as Thursday's good, have a good meeting. We got to make sure Luke has a good day, because otherwise it means a shitty day for the rest of us, because he's in the future. Frick bullshit. Yeah, one more. We've only been here for not even an hour. Yeah, one more. Beetle, are you then? Beetle, are you? And Hodads. We'll go with the tall boy. That'll be fine. So you remember that they said it only vapor locked once near the Nevada border, sat on the road for 20 minutes at 110 heat and fired right back up. There you go. You remember that fucking tourist that was in the ditch that one morning when we were going to work, and then fucking 2 days later it showed up at the quarry garage for an alignment? And that was the one that was so fucked up that I couldn't get it on the... They had racked the fucking suspension on that thing so hard, I couldn't get it on the alignment hoist. It dog tracked so hard that I couldn't get the front end, or the rear end, to follow the front end onto the fucking hoist. And I was like, dude, fucking car's junk. I mean, it's done. And they fucking drove that thing for months after that. I don't know how many months, because it had to be just killing tires. But every time you met the motherfucker on the road, you thought they were swerving at you. It took up the entire fucking lane and then a little bit, because it was just... I mean, fucking ramps on the drive-out were 24 inches wide. You couldn't put the bitch on there. Yeah. I've never seen a vehicle that dog-tracked more than 24 inches. I mean, you're 2 feet off on the fucking... Turn really good one way only? Yeah, no shit. Unfucking believable. And it was an absolute mind fuck. It was like 4 or 6 months. No, it wrapped the whole car. They didn't actually break anything. It just fucking it like twisted the entire car. The rear suspension was fucked, and the front subframe had all been shifted and twisted, and it was fucked. And it was a mind fuck for months because we'd see it every day when we were driving back and forth to work. And you'd think the thing's either spinning out and coming toward you or going in the ditch, or you don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, it was fucked. Perfect clown car. I mean, trying to drive it on the hoist. Drive on hoist. Pop the door, lean out. I know where that car needs to hit the ramp. Run the front end up on, and I look, and the back end's going to miss the ramp. I'm like, what the fuck is going on there? So, back off, move the car over. Nope. Move the car over, so now I barely got the fucking left front tire on the ramp. Look back. Nope, still can't make it on the fucking hoist. What? A Ford Taurus ain't that fucking long. You can't compensate for the fucking wheelbase. You aren't going to do it. One truck that would only turn on the left. Somebody put a steering gear in it, and Pip and I are about 90 and wanted Rick to fix it with an alignment. That was at fucking in Hinckley. And they had the steering wheel one revolution off. They had put a steering box in it, but they had the fucking steering wheel one full revolution off. So on one side, the fucking tie rod sleeves were touching, and on the other side, they were just barely holding on by like 4 threads. And they just fucking set the toe. Guy was like, yeah, it'll turn left like a motherfucker, but I can't make a right turn without going all the way out into the other lane. Totally remembers the day of sledgehammer alignments. Because fuck replacing parts. I'm like, I can bend shit until it lines up, but Rex, you have no idea the accumulation of shit that we've seen over 20 years. Even the video shorts that I do don't do the shit justice that we've seen at the fucking Ford garage. Because, if you don't have cash to pay me, I don't do business with you. So it gets rid of a lot of that shit. I fix some pretty fucked up stuff, but people got the money to pay for it. The people that had no fucking money and were fucking $10 a week, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Rushed it off in the whole power trade and dragging the ground. You can't steer. Those were the shit, but they still do it. Oh, fuck. I remember that fucking lady with that Taurus that she parked it in a fucking greenhouse. I don't know if she bought the place and had a greenhouse, or she used to have a greenhouse, or whatever the fuck it was. Fucking subframe just fell the fuck out of that thing. I'd like to do more of those, Tom. It's just time is money, and I don't have enough time. That lady called, Toby. Lady calls, and she's on the fucking on I-35, headed toward Banning. She's like, "These things are it's a handful, and I'm not going to be there on time." And they were like, "Well, do you want us to come get you or something like that?" And she's like, "No, I think I can make it, but it's gonna take me a little time." So I don't know if it was me or Toby. We gotta go out there and look at it. Go to back away from the street, and the fucking tire just goes thunk. Fuck was that? And get out. Fucking tie rod had been just dragging on the pavement for miles. It had ground the whole fucking backside of the tie rod off. How the fuck you even made it through Banning Corners? I have no fucking idea, but it's just I have never seen that shit in my life. Like half the tie rod was just ground off. You know, and the thing is, Rex, the bad part is some of them drive it because they've never been told otherwise. Like, they just don't know. Take it in, get the oil changed, and shop changes the oil and charges me this much money, and away I go. They don't look at fuck all. They don't give a fuck either. I don't physically know how you would make it through Banning Corners like that, Alex. But there's no way that thing wasn't grinding on the pavement for miles. It's just... like, Rex, to your point, I get a lot of people that they'll bring their vehicle in, and if I'm doing a service or I'm doing any other work, per my video shorts, and because I've been busting my ass on this thing, there hasn't been a lot of video shorts on stuff, but we'll get back to it. I always do a courtesy inspection, regardless. I don't charge $79 fucking dollars for it like the other fucking place that courtesy inspection for $79. How is it a fucking courtesy to charge you $79 for the fucking courtesy inspection? So it would have been 180. We're just fucking. I don't understand, but whatever. But that's point of sale to me, right? That's how you get, and then make a video, take pictures, get the customer here, go through all of those things, and I bet 2/3 of the people have no fucking idea. They're like, "Oh, well, I usually get my work done here." They never said anything about it. Okay. That broken stuff is heading right at us on the roads every day. Just remember that. Yep. And that's why if it's not safe to be on the road, there's things that are and are not safe to leave here. And if it's not safe to leave here, and it is not going to be detrimental to, it's going to be detrimental to the safety of other people on the highway, I won't let it leave under its own power. You have to tow it out. That's, if you don't want to fix it, you'll have to tow it. I can't force someone to fix it. I can't, but I can't let it leave under its own power either. Four tires pointing in different directions, and we asked them what they hit, and they seriously had no clue. Remember that fucking Ford Focus wagon? I can't think of the gal's name. She was the weird one that would always bring shit up front and stay there for fucking hours. She'd bring caramel rolls or whatever. She had that white Ford Focus wagon, and I had just done fucking 4 tires and alignment on it. She comes back the next week, and it is smoking the fucking right rear tire off so bad that it's leaving rubber on the rear hatch. It is smoking the tire off. Ruth, yep. And it is leaving it on the fucking rear hatch of the car. So I raise it up, and the fucking right rear has just been decimated by something. It's like, did you hit something? I didn't think so, but I went camping last weekend. Well, I'm pretty sure whatever you hit, you got all of it. Holy fuck. I'm serious about a mandatory state inspection. 50% of their shit would be off of the road. That's a hot button topic in text messages, because Kyle completely disagrees. But I get both sides of that. But she's the same one that bought the used Escape and got so preoccupied with taking selfies at the gas pump in Wisconsin that she drove out without paying. I remember that. I live in places with mandatory inspections and emissions. Some of the worst crap on the roads here. There. We got into this debate in text message, in a group text, over an F-150 that I condemned. I wouldn't let the customer take without towing it or fixing it because the frame was so bad. Well, I don't know that mandatory inspections are going to fix everything, because there's enough places that'll initial and sign and say, take your money. I know exactly how that's going to go around here. But there has to be some line. There has to be some standard, and I get that. Wouldn't have any problem with vehicle inspections so long as the state stopped putting salt on any of the roads. That's fair. I mean, the emissions is crap. I agree with that. Except to pay your crap, that's funny. Inspections would be a money grab for people who wouldn't get rid of the junk. No, because it's an easy sign off. And then, God forbid there's an accident or whatever, they're either going to claim it on their insurance, or they're going to claim it on bankruptcy and say, fuck it, I'm done. But if you're in this industry as the fucking service provider, you have to have a fucking level of, there has to be a line where this thing is not safe to be on the road. You can't leave with it driving on the road. They can get mad at me. I've made plenty of fucking people mad at me. You get mad at me, you can cry, you can do whatever you want. The facts don't care about your feelings. Shit. Sure, driving a truck is the same as a train. Even if somebody else runs into you, it's still your ass on the line. Yep. Like we talked about in the group text, how do you pass or fail for rust? Who gets to determine what's safe and what isn't? It would be a money grab, like you say, Rick. I mean, there. It just someone has to call the line, you know. But as the mechanic, as the business owner, I have to have that conversation. Like when we were at the fucking Ford garage, how many times a day? Toby can attest to that. They just passed the fucking buck. You write something on the work order, and they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know. Cater you right through the fucking door. Go talk to that guy." You know? Unsafe at any speed. Fuck you. I don't give a shit. That was the most heinous. Well, probably not the most heinous piece of shit, but it was one of the most heinous pieces of shit I ever worked on. But you don't have to pay. The salt gets chosen because it only tears up your vehicles, which we have to pay. That's right. Took my mother's license because she kept getting laws clear across the state. She would drive to the courthouse to renew the plates. The insurance never canceled her. And then when we buy a new vehicle, the state gets more tax money. Yeah, that's who's going to pay for it. We can run studded tires from October through May. Follow the money always leads to the answer. Government. Taxes. Land of 10,000 taxes. Well, the thing of it is, though, Rex. I agree. But everyone else is getting it too, one way or another. Just how much and where from. Because now who? No. Blame shots. He ran studded tires in his company business truck because he said, "Oh, well, the state troopers were too young to know what the fuck they were looking at anyway." There you go. Don't get into taxes. I've made that mistake. South Dakota doesn't get the new snowpack ice like we do. That shit doesn't thaw and refreeze. Very true. We aren't the only ones that get shafted. There's a guy making baggies out of colostomy bags. They sound like shit, for fuck's sake. Bagpipes. It's funny. I mean, there's always somebody trying to find more ways to take our money. That's fact. Whether it's another business, another fucking, end cap on a fucking store that we're buying shit from, or another tax or whatever. The reality of it is the more time we spend bitching about the taxes that we have to pay, we could just spend that time earning more money. But I'm just saying. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Then out in Washington State, they won't let you drive on the interstate up Snoqualmie Pass. Unless you have chains on your vehicle. There you go. Snoqualmie Pass. I mean, it's just, I'll make up for it. Right? I could bitch about taxes, or I could just work harder and find ways around it. Self-employment's fun. Just saying. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this beer and get the fuck out of here, more swallows, and then off to the races tomorrow. We really need to get this one done. It was hot up north today, Ricky. 92 here. Where the fuck are you up north? You up in Canada, Seth? Should I know where you're from? I think I should know where you're from, but maybe I don't. Snoqualmie? Your late cousin was a police chief? Oh, it wasn't that bad. It was like 80 for the high today. And then the storms came through. It's 63 right now. We got stuck in over 3.5 hours. First trip with the excursion because an a-hole in front-wheel drive didn't chain up and plug the pass. You'll have that on them big jobs. Still 77 here. It's 75 in the shop yet. I should open the fucking door where all the bugs would come in. Make the bugs ever happy, but I don't want to deal with the bastards in the morning. Same last name, Gordon, for all of it. Oh, that I liked him. There you go. 64 up in Canada. What town are you technically in, Steve? Because I always say it's Toronto, but it's not Toronto. Still there when I got through. He was plowed in by plows. This last out of the jail for that crap. Oakville. All right. $30 west of Toronto. So that's way easier for you to come down and visit them. I get my passport one of these days. If I go to Saskatchewan and party, it might kill me, though. Holy shit, Victor's here! Guess I'll have to stay until I finish my beer now. Victor! What's happening, buddy? '86, your senior trip was to Toronto. Fuck me. My senior trip was to the golf course. That was dumb. Other than turning fucking 24-volt golf carts into 48-volt golf carts. Just one. But boy, we could keep up with traffic in the fucking 30-mile-an-hour zone. Son of a bitch, they'll get up and run. Made her back right in time to drop that bitch off at the fucking at the return shack before she started fucking trying to light herself on fire. What's the time in... Well, Russia covers like 37 time zones. There's only 24 hours in a day, so... He took a senior trip. I had to milk cows. I grew up too poor to have cows. We didn't have cows when I grew up. We were too poor for that shit. It was one day only. Because the year before us fucked that deal up because too many of them turned up pregnant after the senior trip. So simple math made it was like, wait a minute. Fucking hoes. I worked the farm, and since I worked on class projects, I got most of the spending money I needed from that. There you go. I know he's not that far from Moscow. Let's see. Tried to look him up one time. $66. Raining. $6:26 a.m. So he's 8 hours ahead of us. Roughly. Somewhere in that area. Well, I appreciate everything I worked for, especially everything I worked for, everything I ever had. There you go. Oh. I get nothing handed to me. Fuck that noise. You don't want to work, you don't get it. Hell, I built this shit out of cash, so. Not because I had a lot of cash laying around, because I had to earn it. I ain't real fucking intelligent, but I'll run the soles off of most people's boots before they'll turn in for the night. That is supposed to open up, Tom. I'll show you. I'll show you. The few that are still here. It's actually, I hadn't figured out, that's tomorrow's Rick's problem. Figuring out how to make this bitch go 180 because they want this thing to go stand up. It'll be lined on the inside with half-inch CDX. They want it to stand up like that. So that way they can put a flat screen on it. That is about yay by yay. So I'm trying to figure out the logistics and the geometry for strong arms. And I'm not real good at fucking math, so that one has still been eluding me. But yes, by gravity over here, it does. It will actually close up tight. And then we have some fancy weather stripping put in there. I didn't even fuck around. I just bought all of it. It's like, how much do you need? All of it. So I'm not geometrically fucking, but most strong arms don't make it go. I can't go full 180. You shouldn't anyway. You want a little bit of a, even if you go to a fucking restaurant or fast food or whatever, you don't want people to have to look something that's flat. You want it to look at them. But yeah, it's been hard for my brain for the last 2 months trying to figure out how the fuck I'm going to make that son of a bitch invert with a strong arm. I could make it invert mechanically with like a linear actuator and a cam. That puts a lot of shit inside the fucking inside the trailer. So I'm not limited to strong arms, but it's my best alternative to try to be sleek and clean. Everything else is going to get, it's going to be double compounded. It's just going to get. How's Shane doing, Rick? Haven't seen a video or update for him for quite a while. He was in here about a month or so ago on the live stream. I haven't stopped and talked to him for a hot minute. I was down there last fall? I don't know. I just popped in quick. Maybe it was this spring. Fuck, I don't know. I popped in quick and shot the shit with him. Life's busy. It's how it goes. But last time I drove by when I was down at the fucking auction, they were still giving her the shit. There's still cows out there, so. Torsion like a garage door spring. How do I direct the torsion to flip the door over, though? You know what I mean? And what mechanism do I use to wind torsion? Because torsion means that I would have to wind it as I closed it down. So I would have to have an acting arm. Trouble is not only do they want that thing to go 180 to put TVs on, they're not just using that to sell out of. They want that to be interactive for their consumer to be able to go inside the trailer and check things out and all their displays and things like that. So they're looking for traffic. So it's not just somebody standing in there. So that's the other side of it. And that shit's got to be built to handle. If you want sales, you got to have volume. So it's got to handle all the foot traffic that's going inside, outside, all the other things. That's why it has a fucking 500-pound tailgate on it with a 300-pound lift to get the bastard back up. And for most people, it's probably a 2-man lift because it's really big. Along the top, preloaded with a flat mounting plate. Fried that motherfucker. See, that's the real motherfucker for me, is that. Because if you're if they're taking this thing to sporting shows, not that I want to sell these motherfuckers, but my name is on this just as much as theirs is. Because they're like, who the hell built that for you? All the other vendors, you'd be like, who the hell built that fucking weird ass medieval motherfucker? So that has to function correctly. Because the more it stands out, the more people you're going to get from way the fuck over there. So some hard requirements. Yeah, I know it. Geometry's a real motherfucker. I think I can make it work on a cam. So as you come down, the door closes, and then that strong arm's going to push again. So it's actually going to hold the door closed. But come back around. Well, as I say, if I did it with a linear actuator, I could do it on a cam. The problem with doing a linear actuator on a cam is it takes up all of the fucking headroom in there. I've already fucked around with that idea, but in a compound linear actuator that would run that fucking this length of the door, so like a two-step, fuck me. And you still need a cam on it because when you got your attachment point is like right there, to be able to force the door out and then overcome to bring the thing to 180, you still have to have a cam mechanism to overcome that. That puts the geometry back into the fucking inside of the trailer. I think I can do it with the strong arms I have. Because my fat ass can't even compress the bastards. But when you overcome that fucking cam, that fucking door is going to want to skyrocket. It's just going to want to fucking... It's not going to be controlled because it's a lift arm. It doesn't have a control on it. So it's going to want to flip that motherfucker. That, and I don't know how they're going to get the motherfucker back down. Because once you get the son of a bitch to cam over and go up, you still have to overcome the strong arm to get the motherfucker back in. It's not like it's going to be real easy when that son of a bitch is 10 feet in the fucking air. So I don't know. I don't... Those are the conundrums that I currently have. Everything else, well, that one, the other side, that one has glass in it now. Might not be able to tell. I don't know. The other side is just waiting to be glued in, but with a 4-bar link. Well, and I get that. You're saying like essentially like the tent canopy kind of mechanism. I agree. Which is kind of the scenario that this will have. But you're talking like a 220-pound strong arm. that doesn't have the. It's gonna go from fucking 0 to fucking all of it. Once it gets past that 90 point, and now we're gaining back, that thing's gonna fucking wham! So I gotta figure out that fucking scenario. So once it overcomes the fulcrum, it's just gonna fucking rocket that fucking thing up. So, real motherfucker there. Just saying. Plus, you gotta have a wind buffering factor, right? So if you're at an outdoor trade show, or outdoor expo fishing event, so they're taking a lot of these to the fishing events, outdoor expos, whatever. You need a wind buffering factor so that strong arm not only can hold the fucking door open, but if we start buffering on the wind, and these are things that I'm thinking about, they probably don't even fucking have a consideration for. How much wind can that fucker take before it comes slamming back down on somebody's head? Asking. You know? The joys and the tribulations of building custom shit. It's not something that I can't overcome, but it's not ideal at the same time, you know? And whatever. I'm also thinking jack screw like passenger jets used to in tail control surfaces. So jack screw linear actuator is essentially the same thing. Linear actuator just has a fucking sleeve wrapped around the fucking jack screw. But again, that's where I have to put that linear actuator on a cam because it can't, if your attaching point there to come around and open, it can't drive it out without being able to come from this way and cam back around to drive it up. See what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm backwards, so but you see what I'm saying. It's fucked up. It is. I mean, it's a really difficult situation to making a door go from here to 90, just like every other fucking SUV door or anything like that. That's easy. I could make that motherfucker stand out, probably go to 120, no problem. 180 is a whole different fucking animal. It's that other 60 degrees that fucks you. If you figure it out, patent it. If I figure it out, there's nothing to patent. I mean, it's not something that can't be done or not something that hasn't been done. It's just it's not that geometry thing is not in my wheelhouse. So I'm just going to keep welding on shit until I figure it out. The space, 100% it's the space restraints. Yeah, the problem is you're trying to work without minimal intrusion. You're trying to make everything open. You want the open feel and the concept and all that other stuff without a bunch of fucking garbage that's in the space, and that's really hard. It's just to make it sleek and clean and functional, it's a real motherfucker. Because otherwise, you're out there trying to mechanically raise that thing to 180. I don't know that they can. It's about a 250 pound deadlift to get the rear gate up. Because they wanted a rear gate that would handle the traffic. So I gave them a rear gate that would handle the traffic. It'll lay down like a stage. You'll put your platform jacks underneath it. I promise you it'll take anything you can put on top of it. But it's a real motherfucker to put back up there. So even for a fat kid, that's you're gonna struggle. If you're a little dude, you're gonna have your problems trying to get that fucking gate back up. But I don't do the aluminum bouncy shit. Made it the steel and the real deal. We can clad it in aluminum all day long, but if you want something that's gonna fucking take it, it's gotta be steel. So that was the other thing, the drop down gate on the back, they want it to be level with the floor that's currently inside, so it doubles their space. So when that lays down, you have a gap, so you're going to have to drop a filler piece in, which isn't a huge deal, but or titanium. Well, we're talking budget. I'm not working with titanium, but yeah. So there's a lot of compounding factors and a lot of things that went into all of this. And that's, I just, fuck the videos, fuck the live stream or the internet. And I got to focus on trying to make this motherfucker work. If I got more of them. Don't worry. Get this one hammered out. Maybe we can, when we got our shit figured out and our shit together, we can make a video for the next one. But this one is trying all of my fucking. It's brought me to all of my fucking breaking points. Because it's tough. Gotta figure it out, right? But anyway. I'm out. Appreciate y'all. There's only 6 of you left anyway. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Take a shower and go to bed. Try to get that thing out of here. I was hoping I'd be out of here this week, but by next week for sure. Appreciate y'all.